right. Ready when you are. Hey, so what's your name?
My name is Jalen Living Free.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm a real estate investor, real estate developer, and I'm a licensed general contractor.
Oh, wow. How does that work? Like, are you a realtor or you just invest and sell?
No, so I'm not a realtor. I don't have a real estate license or anything like that. I buy dilapidated properties, abandoned houses, or vacant lots,
Yeah.
and I, renovate the properties and sell them to first-time homeowners, so they can live comfortably now.
How's the market like? What are the challenges you're encountering in the current situation?
Yeah, so the market for me is amazing because right now there's 13,000 vacant properties in Baltimore City alone.
13,000?
13,000 vacant houses specifically in Baltimore City.
Yeah.
And so the city came out with a program, it's called the fixed pricing program,
Uh-huh.
where you can buy certain vacant houses, not all of them, you can buy certain of those vacant homes for $3,000.
Okay.
So once you buy them for $3,000, I bring in my construction company, because I'm also a licensed contractor, to renovate the property.
Yeah.
And then we fix it up and then sell it to a new homeowner.
Wow, that's a very interesting idea. How did you start this real estate journey? What motivated you?
Man, just real estate has always been a calling to me. Since I was 10 years old, I used to watch like HGTV and things like that where they would renovate houses.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was magic.
Yeah.
I always thought they like wave a magic wand and then in 30-minute episode, the whole house is done. So
Yeah.
I'm like, man, one day I want to be a magician like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, when I was 18, I was working for a title company, which they're the people who handle real estate transactions. So that's where the buyer and the seller meet and exchange funds, money for the keys essentially, and sign all the documentation.
Yeah.
I was working for them, and I would meet investors who look like me, who look like you.
Yeah.
And they would say they bought a property for $50,000 and fixed it up and sold it for $250. And I said, oh, that sounds interesting. How can I do that?
Yeah.
I started asking questions and going on YouTube, Google, all of that kind of stuff. It was all free information.
Right.
And I got my first property, and that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years now.
Oh wow, man! Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But people usually debate all the time. Is it better to? I know you're in the business of giving people property or helping people own property or land.
Right,
but is it a good idea to own or rent? Because people have been debating on that a lot.
So that depends. I believe that you should own properties that you rent out to other people.
Okay.
And I believe that you should rent where you live. That's if you're in maybe the age bracket of 35 and under.
Yeah.
You don't have any kids, no wife, no real responsibilities. I believe that you should rent one of these nice high-rise apartments or penthouses and buy a property that you can rent out, so that the rent from that property covers the mortgage on that property, and it's enough money to cover the rent for the place that you're living as well.
Right.
So you basically get to live for free. That's why my name is Jalen Living Free. Follow me on Instagram at Jalen Living Free. JALEN Living Free. I teach everybody how they can get into real estate without using any of their own capital.
Yeah.
I show them how to find good deals. I show them how to evaluate these deals. I show them how to fix them up, sell them for a profit. This is what I do. And so I'm going to buy a property for myself to fix it up and flip it, or fix it up and rent it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go lease a penthouse in the sky so that I can move whenever I want to. If I want to only live there for 1 year, I can live there for 1 year,
and
then I can move somewhere else. So I'm not necessarily held down for now.
Yeah.
Right now I'm only 28 years old.
And you've done all this?
Oh yeah, I started when I was 23 years old. So five years ago, back in 2020, when I started all of this.
During COVID.
And during COVID, I used to be a furniture salesman, believe it or not. I used to sell furniture, but I was great at it though.
Yeah.
I was doing over $1 million a year in sales, and I was making over 6 figures. It was 100% commission.
Yeah.
And so if I didn't sell anything, I didn't make any money.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, I sold a lot.
So you've been a seller all through your life. You've been a seller.
For sure.
Wow. But for people who do not understand the real estate jargon, in layman's language, in summary of what you've just said, this is someone who just wants to be in your game but does not understand that real estate jargon. Just tell them in layman's language the first step they need to do to make this dream a reality?
So the very first step is going to be to identify a market of where you want to invest.
Correct.
And so my market is right here in Baltimore because this is where I grew up.
Okay.
And so I know this city like the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I know which neighborhoods to invest in, and more importantly than a neighborhood in this city, I know which block to invest on. Because you can be in a neighborhood and one block is not good to invest in, and if you go to the next block, it's a great block to invest in.
Right.
But see, you won't know that if you're not from here.
Correct.
So first of all, I would say find a market of where you want to invest. Most people I recommend to start wherever they're from. That's probably the best place because you know it.
Yeah.
Then you do that, you figure out what is your strategy. How do you want to invest?
Yeah.
Do you want to buy and hold for rentals? Do you want to buy, fix and flip? Do you want to buy land and build new construction?
Yeah.
All these are different strategies. So first you find your market, then you identify your strategy, then you go start marketing to go find these properties. And there's many ways to do that. You can go through city programs. Baltimore City has a program called buyintobemore.com,
Yeah.
where you can go and find properties. And then there's other stuff. How you doing, brother? All right, good.
Yeah.
And then, you can also look on the market to try and figure out, properties for sale. But I like going directly to the owners
Correct.
instead of real estate agents.
Financing. There are people who might not have the funds or the float to just enter the game.
Right.
How can people access financing?
Yeah, so that's where the living free part comes in.
Okay.
So what I've managed to do is I've managed to build my real estate empire without using any of my own money by utilizing my personal credit score, which then turned into me leveraging that to get business credit.
Correct.
So I can go get business credit cards for 0% interest for 50,000, 40,000, 20,000, and multiple cards, and then utilize those cards to purchase the properties without using any of my own money. I use the bank's money.
So if you have a good credit, you are already in the game. You don't need all that money.
Yeah,
because
most people don't know that.
Most people fear actually real estate because of the initial funds required to enter the game.
Right.
With credit, you can use other people's money to make your own money.
Yep, exactly. And then once you make your money, so here's the thing. So let's say you want to buy a property for $50,000. I will go get a business credit card for $50,000 with a 0% interest rate for the first 12 months. This is what they give you when you get a new card. I would take that money off the credit card, buy the property. I would get a hard money loan for the construction of that property, fix it up, sell it, and then pay the credit back off. So you effectively did that process without using any of your own money.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that and
brother.
Introducing us to the game. Please repeat your Instagram name again so that my fans can hear this.
Yeah, my Instagram is Jalen, Jalen, Living Free. Jalen Living Free. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, tap in. I host free classes every single Wednesday on Zoom that are virtual, where I teach people how they can go utilize their personal credit, get the funding that they need, and then how to go find a property, buy it, fix it up, and make a profit. It's your boy Jalen. You know we living free.
Thank you.